Hey guys, it's kind of early here, so excuse my appearance at the moment. I'm not fully awake. Um, just want to share some updated news. I will be soon doing Thursday videos, and Bree will be doing Monday. So that'll be starting next week. So just so you guys know, we don't want you all confused, but once again, Bree will be doing Mondays, and I will be doing Thursdays. So you know, kind of stretching it out a little bit better. Um, Another thing I wanted to discuss, the main reason for this video, well, maybe two main reasons, but we'll see how fast I can talk. Okay, number one, which this video is mainly about, is liars. Now, don't get me wrong, everyone's lied. That's fine and dandy. I've lied. Everyone's lied, pretty much, at one point in their life. Someone's lied. But one thing I hate the most is when you try to make me out to be a liar when you're the actual liar. So let me explain a little backstory. So there's this kid that lives in the neighborhood. He's in his early teens, and his mom's oblivious to everything. So I was standing outside, his friend comes along, and they start meeting up in the alley, which right there, red flag, means they're doing something they're not supposed to be. So, sorry, I'm trying to, yeah, that's a red flag right there. You're meeting in an alley when you can't talk in front of anybody else. A little strange, number one. Number two, all of a sudden, he comes out around, and he's got his hands behind his back like this, and he's walking like, well, he's up to something. So I'm like, what do you got? What are you doing? I'm questioning him, because I can tell something's up. He's like, I got nothing. I don't have anything. So the friend family who's standing right next to me, she's like, what do you got? Be honest. You're acting weird. What do you have? At that moment, he darts around her house, runs back down to the alley where his friend's at. We follow him, and we're like, okay, where is it? Right there, we know he has something. Where is it? He's like, I ain't got nothing. He starts pulling out his pockets, which before had a bulge of like a pack or something in it. So, and then we ask his friend, where is it? Where'd you put it? What was it? Which we already know the answer. It was cigarettes. And him being 14, he shouldn't have cigarettes. First off. But that's besides the point. And none of them were going to give each other up. And his friend's like, oh, we were just talking. We were just talking. No, you don't just talk in a freaking alley. No. And this kid doesn't come around often because they don't get along. And that kid hasn't been around here for over a month. So there's no reason for you to be around. So anyways, whole thing, he takes off with his friend. He's following like 5 feet behind this kid, looking around all suspicious, checking if anybody's watching. So my dad follows him. He walks far behind because he originally was on the phone and wants to see what they're up to. Because to prove to his mother that they're up to something, someone has to see something. And even then, she doesn't believe shit. So he follows them, and as they go down to Rita's. Now, if you're going down to Rita's, you're buying ice cream. You don't sit there just to do shit in the alley, okay? And they see my dad, and they're like, what are you doing here? They start questioning him. He's like, I'm taking a walk. What are you doing here? And they're acting all suspicious. They're all jumpy. They're all fidgety, right? So eventually, my dad comes back, and he's like, yeah, they're up to no good. Because my dad was hanging out with his dad. So they come back, and once again, he's following behind this kid, 5 feet behind his little friend, and he's looking around all suspicious. He comes up to the thing, and he's like, trying to act all nice, and it's like he's not up to no, good. And he eventually comes over, he's like, can I talk to you? I'm like, you're going to admit it, aren't you? Just a minute, be a man. Admit it. I'm right. He doesn't come out right away and admits it. This is what happens. So he takes me, we walk up to this set of stairs to this other apartment building or whatever the hell it is. It's like a house, but it's like 4 apartments, whatever. So we're opening up the stairs, and he's standing there. He's just like, I'm like, you're going to admit it to me, aren't you? Just admit it. It's fine. Just admit it. He's not going to say anything. So I'm like, Joe, I know. I know what you did. I told him what he did wrong. First off, you're smiling, which is his main giveaway when he's lying. He's twitchy, he stutters when he's lying. I told him, you don't meet somebody in the alley. You're not just talking in the alley. You come up with your arms behind your back, and when we ask you what you got, what are you up to, you take off around the house. And then you're following 5 feet behind this kid. You're looking around all suspicious. You're yelling at my own father, asking him what he's doing. And that shit don't fly with me. And I told him everything he did wrong. He comes up, he's like, okay, I did it. I'm like, admit it, tell me everything. Was I right? He's like, yeah, you were right. I had the pack of cigarettes. He's like, I had the pack of cigarettes. And I was like, well, what happened when you went into the alley again? He's like, he said he gave them to his friend. And that he threw them in a trash can to hide them for when we came around the corner to catch them. And I'm like, he's like, I've never done this before. He's like, he's never hid it. He hasn't gotten so elaborate where he can just sneak it around. Because first off, what you do, it's stupid, okay? Alright, so then when the friend's family comes back, because she knows I was going to find out. So I'd let her know when she came back. And she's like, and his mother was standing up there, and she's like, oh, that's not what it was, that's not what it was. It was the boy thing, meaning condoms. Well, you shouldn't be so afraid to show condoms. That's actually something responsible. Hell, I'll go down to the store right now, being my adult little self. I will go buy a box of condoms, and I will split them around in front of you. I'm not nervous about it. You're not nervous over condoms. You're nervous over cigarettes that you're not supposed to have. Because his mother doesn't want to believe that he smokes. She doesn't want to believe it. Considering this kid's done bullshit for the past week, and he's progressively getting worse. So anyways, that's the whole thing. So his mother's trying to cover up, oh, it was the boy thing, meaning condoms. I'm like, no, it isn't. He just admitted to me in front of my father that he had fucking cigarettes, and that's what he was doing. Oh, no. Bullshit. And he told his mother it was condoms. That's what pissed me off. So I haven't talked to this kid for a few days now, and he's nonstop texted me, called me, tried to video call me on Facebook. First off, I'm not talking to you, because you just crossed a person that could have been a very good ally to you, a very good friend, and I was nice to the kid. First off, one thing, you don't cross me like that. You did something that's so sickening, it's unbelievable. You try to make me out to be a liar when you're the actual liar, and you don't have the balls to man up and admit it and say something to your mother. It's sickening. And you don't have the pride, I don't know, the respect to come and say, I'm sorry, and I want to hear you apologize to me in front of your mother and tell her that you were lying and that I was telling the truth. So anyways, besides that, moving on from my aggressive self, I'm sorry. I just needed to get that out of my system. But please give me your thoughts in the comment section about this and let me know what you think about this lying situation, which I think I'm in the right of being mad because you're making me out to be a liar and you're calling my family a liar, which is my biggest pet peeve, is you don't mess with my family in that way. You know what I'm saying? It's easy. Don't mess with my family like that. And you don't call me a liar when I'm not lying. I don't lie about anything serious like that. My second topic is, you know how you have those best friends in elementary school? Now, I've graduated high school. I'm in college. It's a whole new world. But, you kind of miss those relationships and you wonder what happened when with that best friend. Now, I have two friends, well, two old friends. One's kind of an ex-best friend, but that's a whole story. These two separate people, and I won't mention their names, but the one I've known since I was about 2, she was 3. And we were really close. We were like sisters, and we slept over each other's houses, and we did all this stuff. It was good and fun. But at the time when she, I guess, first entered middle school, and I was still in the 6th grade, I want to say, we had our falling out because she was talking about around these more dangerous people, and at her birthday party, they almost set a tent on fire, which was a dangerous situation for everyone. And I didn't talk to her because of it. And she accused me of a lot of things that I didn't do, which were disgusting in general, that I would never do because, you know, I love people. Let's just put it like that. She was trying to make it a whole thing about certain people, and it was not. Anyways. And, you know, I feel like I should try to reach out to that person and let her know, because with what's been going on in my life, I feel like I should reach out to those people and try to gain some, ground with those people that know me and have been through it all and know how much certain things mean to me, and you know what I mean? And we could help each other out, you know? And then this other girl I've known since she moved to the area in 3rd grade, and we became really good friends, and her mom even said I was her first best friend. And then in 4th grade, we were in the same classroom all day long, and we were best buddies. We were inseparable. We went on vacation together. We were like sisters, in a sense. We were best friends. It was like we were inseparable. It was crazy. And with the other one, it was just crazy. Because when we went to school together, it was like we were twins. So, I don't even know where we fell apart. It was more like in middle school. We were in homeroom the first year of middle school together. 2nd year, we kind of split up because they section you out in certain groups for some reason. I don't know why. But, we talked a bit in middle school, like in 8th grade. And 9th grade, we didn't really talk much at all because I moved away and then I moved back. And then, we talked a little bit. And then 10th and 11th, 12th, we didn't talk much. We were in the same gym class in 12th. But, I miss her. And I want to try to regain that relationship, but I'm not sure how to go about it. Because I miss her a lot, and I really would love her back in my life, but I don't know how to do that, and even if she wants to. Which I hope she does, because, we never did anything to each other that made each other, we never fought. That's the thing. And I just want to be her friend, and I want to be her best friend again, and hang out with her, and, be cool like we were, and share the things that we did. We were close, we were tight. So, what is your advice, people? Because, I want to do something about this, and, I feel it's time that everyone should grow up and be able to forgive each other even though you didn't do anything. Like, with the one girl, the whole tent situation, I feel like she should say sorry, but if I had to, I would be like, you know what, if I had any part with it, I'm sorry, but what you did was just wrong, and, if we can work this out, that's fine and dandy. I would love to have that friendship back, but you gotta realize where I was coming from at that time. And we were too stubborn, and we're so much the same, where we're not gonna give in. And I know she was close to, but then she moved away, so it was a whole thing. And with the other girl, I miss her a lot. It's not until recent years where it's like, what happened to us, I kind of want that back. So, what's your advice? How should I go about it? If you have any questions, please inbox me if you don't want to make it into the comment section. Inbox me any personal questions that you want to, because I'm really good at advice. Trust me, I am. Which is surprisingly, I am really good at it. So, I'll check you guys next Thursday, but please leave comments, subscribe, inbox, please. We love you, like, seriously. And we appreciate all the views on our videos, because I know you've been hitting up mine quite a lot. So please hit us up, and yeah. Remember the schedule change for next week. I will be on Thursdays, Bree will be Monday, so tune in, please. Love you guys. Be safe.